Stevens-Johnson syndrome, Guillain-Barré's disease, Hansen's disease. I know you're wondering what is all of these big medical jargons and what are they all about? Well, I just sat down recently and I recall some of the very rare cases of illnesses that I was able to nurse back in school days. I remember particularly nursing a patient with Stevens-Johnson syndrome, and it will surprise you what led to this syndrome. This syndrome is actually an adverse reaction of a category of drug we call sulfonamides. This particular young man had just taken a certain drug called Fansidar, which contained a sulfonamide. After taking the drug, his body began to react adversely to it. So it wasn't just the normal simple side effects of vomiting or nausea or just simple body itching, but this time around his body began to form blisters, and it formed like wounds all around his body parts, and every part of his body began to develop sores. It was so bad that he could not survive it at the end of the day. Reflecting on this story, I just thought to share two very important lessons that I can pick out from this. And number one is, please, whenever you are taking a drug, always know the drug you're taking. It is very important because many of us take drugs and we don't even know the names. And in a case like what I just described, the first thing you'll be asked is, what have you just taken? What kind of drug have you taken? So if you know the drug, then we'll be able to know the antidotes to provide, if there is any antidote to it. Number two is also to avoid self-medication. This is something you already know, but please, it is still very important. Reflecting on this young man's story, I wish he had just been to the hospital and the proper history had been taken. He must have one time or the other taken some drug that would have shown some level of reaction, or at least if the reaction begins, it would have been salvaged if he had gone for proper medical intervention as it ought to be. But unfortunately, he lost his life because of all of this. I hope this helps you, and I hope you're going to be making better and healthier decisions going forward. If you have any questions or anything to contribute, please put it down in the comment section. I'll be looking forward to reading from you. God bless.